Hi everyone, this is PK Sunshine, and today I'm doing a video to show you how I made these adorable cards for Valentine's Day using the Create a Critter cartridge. I was lucky and honored enough to be featured in Cricut's Chirp magazine with these adorable cards for Valentine's Day, and ever since I was featured I've gotten a lot of PMs and emails asking how I made these very cute adorable cards. So today I'm doing a quick video to show you my process as to how I make the card. The most questions I got is where did I get the sentiments from? A lot of people thought they were stamps or bought somewhere, and how did I get it actually onto the card like this? First, let me explain the size of the cards. This is a classic size A2 card, which is basically just an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper cut in half and folded. On the back of the card is these adorable barcode signatures that I use, and I'll get a link as to who gave me that idea. It's a lady over at Platinum Scraps blog that showed me how to do this, so I'll make a link to her video. But basically I just took a sheet of paper, cut it in half, folded it, and it makes this size A2 card. For the inside of the card and this little sentiment here, both of those were computer generated, and I'll start off showing you how I did that. Open up a Word document, and the first thing I do is the second tab is Insert, Text Box, and I draw me a text box. So I just draw a box like that. If you second click on your mouse down to format the text box, another window pops up and you can adjust the color, line, size, layout, picture, whatsoever. What I want to adjust is the size. I want the size of this box to be the same size as the card. So the card is a 5.5, so you do 5.5, and the width is 4 1/4, so 4.25. I leave the lines because I use the lines as a grid to cut by. Now I want to also insert another text box, and I want this text box, do the same, the second button, format text box. I want the size of this text box to be 1.3 by 3 inches. Now, after you have your two boxes on there, you just type in whatever you want. Type it, and then you do your editing by centering it, increasing the font, increasing the size, changing the font to whatever you want it to be. And I leave the lines because I use that as a grid in which to cut by. So I have mine that I saved, which is here. This is what I put on the card. Put the paper in my printer, and here it is printed out. I use the lines, as I say, like a grid to cut by. Cut those out, and for this I'm Nuts About You, I just cut it out and layered it with another sheet of paper behind it and popped it out on the card. Okay, so now I will go to how I made the critter himself. For that, I go to my Gypsy. I have this file saved, and let me see if I can zoom in a little. There we go. I have this file saved with all the critters that I did. I think I did about 9 or 10 different ones. Lamb, giraffe, squirrel, bear. So I'm going to do a total new one. Let me open up a blank sheet, a blank grid. And I'm going to go to my Create a Critter cartridge. The Create a Critter cartridge and Cartridges Now in the Gypsy tells you everything you need, but sometimes I do have to reference the book just to see what it looked like. But I did so many of these, I'm very familiar with it. I start out with my shadow, and I know this is my squirrel. And then I do my layers. I do one with no layers whatsoever, just the basic squirrel. Layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3. And put them all on my mat. Now they're going to be very small. What I do is just increase the increase the size on the image until it looks to be like where I want it. I want these to be around between 3.5, 4 inches. I always use the shadow as what I want to see is to be the biggest. So in order to just get the size of the shadow, you click on just that, and then a little purple box will come around it. And I see that my shadow is 3 inches by 2.76, so I want the whole thing to be a little larger. Click out of it, click so everything is blue and grouped together, and increase a little bit more. I go back to my shadow again, and it's about 3.5 by 3. I could leave it like that. I ungroup everything, and I just move everything to corners on the mat. That's the easiest way that I do it, by what color I want them to be. Move this one down here, this one here. So this is my shadow. That's a layer, that's a layer, that's a layer. I arrange it on my mat, and I hope you can see this. All four, all four corners have a different color, and this is the easiest way for me to cut my images out. So once they're cut, it's as simple as layering them together. These are the images already cut. The Create a Critter is very easy to layer. Everything is the pieces are really easy and big to layer together, so they fit together perfectly. Don't worry about the eyes being black if you're going to do googly eyes, but if you're not going to do the googly eyes, you're going to need to make sure that you make the eyes black. And now you just layer it as so. This goes on the tail, and there's your cute little squirrel. Next thing, I use pop dots to pop them out. So let me give you the sizes of everything that I did. This is the base of the card. Like I said earlier, the 8.5 by 11, folded in half with my pretty signature on the back. The base is 4 1/16 by 5 3/16. The top piece is 4 by 5 2/16. And my cute little squirrel will go on top. If I had him all glued together, he would go there. I embellish with some ribbon, and then I would cut out my sentiment here on the lines, layer it, pop it up top, and cut this out, and this goes inside the middle of the card. I hope this explains how I made these adorable cards. Let me show you a few of them. And if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me or PM me, and I'll see if I can answer them. I hope this helps, and I hope you can make some adorable cards by Valentine's Day to give out to your friends and loved ones. So thank you again, and please take time to enjoy your sunshine. Have a great day.